I saw your mother at the market. She asked me how I've been. I gave a hollow answer through a sympathetic grin. She didn't mention you, but the silence said it all, like the height marks on the door frame of a house we shouldn't call. I still take the long way home to avoid our favorite street, where the ghost of who we used to be is someone I can't meet. They say the time's a healer, but it's just a clever thief. It steals the way you sounded, and it leaves me with the grief of every should have said it and every could have stayed, watching all the colors of our masterpiece just fade. Now you're the story I tell when I've had too much to drink, the name I try to swallow before I have the time to think. The what if in the ceiling fan, the almost in the air. I look for you in crowded rooms, but you were never there. You're the lesson I didn't want, the debt I'll always pay, the anchor of my heart, the one that got away. I heard you moved out west, found a place near the shore. Is the coffee there as bitter as the way you walked out the door? I wonder if she knows that you take your sugar on the side, or that you talk in your sleep when you have nothing left to hide. I'm happy for you, truly, that's the lie I tell the stars. But there's a permanent U-shaped hole in everything that's ours. And I hate that you're a stranger now who knows my every dark. I hate that you're a firework and I'm just the dying spark. I'd go back to the beginning, to the night we first began, and I'd hold on to your hand until I turned into a man who deserved the way you loved me. Tell when I've had too much to drink, the name I try to swallow before I have the time to think. The what if in the ceiling fan, the almost in the air. I look for you in crowded rooms, but you were never there. You're the lesson I didn't want, the debt I'll always pay, the anchor of my heart, the one that got away. I'm still wearing the watch you gave me, even though the time has stopped. I'm still standing on the platform after every train has dropped. Goodbye to the life we didn't get to live. Goodbye to the parts of me I only had to give to you, just a memory in the grave, the one that got away. You got away. You got away. I'm reaching for your hand across the linen and the thread, but I'm tripping on the things that we should have already said. The bed is king size, but it feels like a canyon tonight. Two bodies breathing under the same pale moonlight. I remember when the silence was a comfortable friend. Now it's just a warning of a slow and bitter end. We're sharing a roof, but we're miles apart, counting the beats of two different hearts. I'm screaming your name in the back of my mind. You're 1,000 years ahead and I'm left behind. Oh, the space between us is wider than the sea. It's the ghost of who you were and the shell of who I'll be. It's a static on the line, it's a shadow on the floor. It's the sound of your footsteps not coming through the door. We're close enough to touch, but too far to feel. Drowning in the space where the love used to be real. The kitchen table's become a border and a wall. I watch you check the clock, waiting for a different call. We talk about the weather and the things we need to buy. Anything to keep from looking each other in the eye. You're a map I used to know, every valley, every peak. Now you're a language I've forgotten how to speak. Did the floorboards grow? Did the ceiling get high? Or did we just let the you and I die? I'm stretching my arms till my spirit starts to break, but there's a vacuum in the middle that I can't seem to shake. Oh, the space between us is wider than the sea. It's the ghost of who you were and the shell of who I'll be. It's a static on the line, it's a shadow on the floor. It's the sound of your footsteps not coming through the door. We're close enough to touch, but too far to feel. Drowning in the space where the love used to be real. I'm whispering stay, but you're already gone. Even with the lights in the hallway left on, it's not the goodbye that's breaking my chest. It's the cold, empty space where my head used to rest. The space between us, it's all that's left. Just empty space between you and me. I stack the cards in my favor, or at least I thought I did. I kept my my secrets tucked away. Like a nervous little kid, I bet the house on you forever. I put my chips on stake, but the house always wins in the end, or so the losers say. I'm staring at an empty hand, the table's gone cold and bare, searching for a winning streak that was never even there. The lights are dimming in the hall, the music's winding down. I'm just another jester who went and lost the crown. I played for keeps, I played for life, I played with every breath. But loving you was gambling with a slow and quiet death. They tell you that it's better to have loved and lost it all, but they don't mention how it feels to hit the bottom of the fall. It's a rigged debt and a heavy heart, a debt I can't repay. Watching every dream I had just get folded away. I gave you every ace I held, but you were looking for the flame. Now I finally understand love is a losing game. The odds are stacked against us from the very first hello, but I was blinded by the neon, by the way you used to glow. I ignored the warning signs, the exit signs in red. I chose to hear your heartbeat over the logic in my head. Now I'm walking through the parking lot, shivering in the rain, realizing that the jackpot was just a different kind of pain. Is there a prize for the runner-up, a trophy for the tears, for surviving all the silence and the wreckage of the years? I traded in my peace of mind for a chance to hold your hand. Now I'm standing on a coastline made of shifting, sinking sand. They tell you that it's better to have loved and lost it all, but they don't mention how it feels to hit the bottom of the fall. It's a rigged deck and a heavy heart, a debt I can't repay. Watching every dream I had just get folded away. I gave you every ace I held, but you were looking for the flame. Now I finally understand love is a losing game. So keep the change, keep the memories, keep the keys to the front door. I can't afford to play this part of us anymore. The dealer's gone home, the lights have gone black. I put everything on you, and I'm never getting it back. Love is a losing game, and I'm all played out. I didn't wake up to a sudden storm or a crashing sound. There was no lightning bolt to burn our kingdom to the ground. It was just the way you stopped putting sugar in my cup, the way you started looking down instead of looking up. It's the quiet habit of nights with no end, watching my lover slowly turn back into a friend. I'm losing you slowly, like the tide leaving the shore, like the light beneath the crack of a closing bedroom door. It's the torture of the inches, the slow motion of the fall. I'd rather you just broke my heart than didn't feel it all. You're still sitting in the kitchen, but your spirit's out at sea, and I'm grieving for a person who's still standing next to me. I ask you how your day was, and you give me half a word. I'm screaming in the silence, but I know I'm never heard. You used to tell me everything, the mundane and the deep. Now you're a secret diary that I'm not allowed to keep. We're just two parallel lines that finally started to bend, away from the center, away from the end. Is there a name for this that's lingering all awake, where nothing is quite mended, but nothing's left to break? I'm watching the colors drain out of your eyes, living through the world's longest series of goodbyes. I'm losing you slowly, like the tide leaving the shore, like the light beneath the crack of a closing bedroom door. It's the torture of the inches, the slow motion of the fall. I'd rather you just broke my heart than didn't feel it all. You're still sitting in the kitchen, but your spirit's out at sea, and I'm grieving for a person who's still standing next to me. It's the good night of dial-you without the light. It sounds like we're through. I'm reaching for a shadow, I'm fighting for a ghost. The person I am losing is the one I need the most. Slowly, so slowly, until there's nothing left to lose. You're already gone. I'm just waiting for the shoes to move. I'm standing in the doorway of the house we almost bought, tracing outlines of the battles that we never should have fought. We had the blueprints on the table and the paint swatches on the floor, but we're just two different people than we were the night before. I've got your heartbeat memorized, the rhythm and the pace, but I'm looking at a stranger when I look into your face. We were 100 miles of highway with no gas left in the tank. sitting lonely in the bank. We reached for the horizon, but we couldn't touch the sky. Now I'm left to find the meaning in a three-worded goodbye. We were close, so close I could taste the ever after, but the silence in the hallway's louder than our laughter. We were a yes that turned to maybe, then a not quite good enough. I guess our diamond heart was made of temporary stuff. It's the distance in the inches when I'm lying next to you that hurts the most, because we're close but we're not seeing through. Yeah, we were close, but close don't make it true. The invitation sat in boxes, never stamped and never sent. I'm still paying back the interest on the time that we misspent. You're a book I nearly finished, you're a bridge I nearly crossed, but nearly is just a kinder word for everything I've lost. We were a wildfire in the winter, now we're just a pile of ash, waiting for the memory of the us we were to crash. Is there a map for where we're going, or just a list of where we've been? I'm tired of being the runner-up in a game I couldn't win. We were right on the edge of the rest of our lives. Now I'm just cutting my hands on the twist of the knives. We were close, so close I could taste the ever after, but the silence in the hallway's louder than our laughter. We were a yes that turned to maybe, then a not quite good enough. I guess our diamond heart was made of temporary stuff. It's the distance in the inches when I'm lying next to you that hurts the most, because we're close but we're not seeing through. Close enough to touch your skin, far enough to let the cold crawl in. A few feet from the finish line, we just ran out of breath. Now almost is the only thing that's left. We were so close, close, but no forever, no forever. No forever. I've been tracing the cracks in the sidewalk for miles, trying to find the ghost of one of your smiles. My shoes are worn thin, but my heart is still heavy. I'm waiting for the flood to break through the levee. You gave me a map with no north and no south, and the taste of your name is like ash in my mouth. I'm running in circles, I'm haunted by it, standing on the edge of a memory's cliff. I'm calling your name into the throat of the wind, but I don't know where you end or where I begin. I'm just chasing pavements that lead nowhere at all, building a kingdom just to watch the stones fall. I'm hunting for footsteps that the rain washed away, living in the maybe of a yesterday. It's a long, lonely road and the engine is dead, but I'm still chasing the things that you never said. Yeah, I'm chasing pavements while you're already home. The streetlights are flickering, losing their fight, like the way that we flickered and went out tonight. I see a silhouette in the glare of the glass, but it's just a stranger watching me pass. I'm addicted to the hurt, to the chase, to the sting, to the hollow vibration of a wedding ring. Should I give up, or should I just keep on crawling? Can you hear the sound of a legacy falling? They say if you love it, you should let it go free, but I'm still tethered to the version of you that loved me. It's a long, lonely road and the engine is dead, but I'm still chasing the things that you never said. The pavement is cold, the stars have gone gray. I've walked 1,000 miles just to stay in the same place. I'm tired of the running, I'm tired of the might. I'm stopping right here in the middle of the night, chasing pavements to a door that's locked tight. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go. I'm staring at the blueprint of a life we never built, folding up the could-have-beens to hide away the guilt. We were a match struck in a vacuum, a flicker in the dark. Plenty of the smoke, but never quite enough of the spark. I have a drawer full of your somedays and a heart full of not yet. It's getting harder to remember what I'm trying to forget. We were a photograph that never quite stayed in the light, a satellite that drifted out of orbit in the night. We spent our time on tiptoes, reaching for a higher shelf, but you can't love a shadow more than you can love yourself. 'Cause almost is a hollow room where I still hear your name. Almost is a wildfire that forgot to leave a flame. We were the right words in the wrong book, a story left to rust, a beautiful foundation that we let turn into dust. I'm tired of living in the nearly, of the so close and the tough, because I'm realizing almost was never quite enough. You're a ghost in my passenger seat on the way to work at dawn, the echo of a radio song after the signal's gone. We had the map spread on the dashboard, but we never chose a turn. Just sat there in the driveway, watching all the bridges burn. I didn't lose a lover, I lost the us that might have been. And that's the hardest kind of sorrow, the one you can't begin. They say almost counts in horseshoes, they say it counts in war, but it doesn't mend the hinges on a broken bedroom door. It doesn't fill the silence when I'm reaching for your hand, to find that almost is just water slipping through the sand. Oh, I'm realizing almost was never quite enough. No, it was never enough. We were a sunset that never saw the stars. We were maybe in a world of ours. Close doesn't keep me warm at night. Close doesn't make the wrong things right. Was never enough. I'm standing in the hallway where the pain is starting to peel, revisiting the moments that I thought were made of steel. We were a house half finished, a blueprint left in the rain, a masterpiece of maybe, and a gallery of pain. I have a box of tickets for the shows we never saw. I'm still searching for the logic in our fundamental flaw. They say that almost is a horseshoe or a hand grenade, a consolation prize for all the progress that we made. But there's no silver medal for a heart that's torn in two. There's no comfort in the nearly when it comes to losing you. 'Cause almost only counts in games and throwing stones. It doesn't help the hollow ache inside my weary bones. We were almost happy, almost right and almost home, but almost is a desert where I'm forced to walk alone. You don't get half the heaven when the gates are locked in tight. Yeah, almost only counts in heartbreak, and it's killing me tonight. I see you in the grocery store, just a shadow in the aisle. I almost reached for your hand, I almost caught your smile, but it nearly touches colder the echo of a whisper in a massive empty hall. We almost said the words that would have made the world stand still. But now we're just two strangers climbing up a different hill. Is there a map for the almost? A graveyard for the close, where the spirits of our promises can finally find repose. We were a heartbeat from forever, a second from the truth. But almost is a fire that burns away your youth. Is a desert where I'm forced to walk alone. You don't get half the heaven when the gates are locked in tight. Yeah, almost only counts in heartbreak, and it's killing me tonight. And it's killing me. It's just a fancy word for no, a slow motion way of letting go. Almost lover, almost mine. I'm running out of almost, and I'm running out of time. I still drive past your exit, and I check the rearview mirror, waiting for a ghost to tell me that the road is getting clearer. We were maybe written in the steam on a bathroom pane, a summer storm that ended before we even knew its name. I kept the movie stops from the night we didn't go, because the silence in your car was the only truth I needed to know. We were a match that never struck, a spark that died in the wind. How do I lose a future when we never quite began? I'm mourning a forever that was only 40 days, lost in the wreckage of our just a phase. Goodbye, my almost, the love that nearly was, the sweetest sting of maybe, and the just because. You're the song I started writing, but could never find the end. The stranger in my secrets and the lover in my friend. It's a different kind of heartbreak when there's nothing to regret, just the weight of all the memories that haven't happened yet. My beautiful almost. You're my hardest not yet. You're in the way I drink my coffee. You're the book I never closed. The most familiar person that I'll never truly know. We walked the line of something more until the line grew thin. Now I'm standing on the outside of a life I wasn't in. I can't even hate you, there's no fire to the ash, just the quiet hollow echo of a heart about to crash. Do you think about the kids we never named, the arguments we never had, the way we stay the same? Is it better to have lost you or to never have you at all? To have spent a lifetime waiting for a leaf that wouldn't fall. I'm haunted by the versions of us that got to stay. The sweetest sting of maybe, and the just because. You're the song I started writing but could never find the end. The stranger in my secrets and the lover in my friend. It's a different kind of heartbreak when there's nothing to regret, just the weight of all the memories that haven't happened yet. We're a book with no chapters, a key with no door. I'm grieving for the us that I was never allowed to explore. Sleep well, my almost lover. I'll see you in the dreams where we were more, where we were more, just an almost, nothing more. I can still see the porch light from the edge of the street, the place where our futures were supposed to meet. I had the ring in my pocket, you had the keys in your hand. We were a coastline of solid ground, or so I had planned. But the wind caught the door and the lock clicked in place, and I saw the first shadow of doubt on your face. We were one, I love you, away from a life, from a husband and home, from a man and a wife. But a flicker of hesitation is a canyon so deep, and a promise half spoken is a promise we can't keep. They say a miss is as good as a mile, that a nearly is just a beautiful denial. We were inches from heaven, we were touching the gate, but a second too early is a lifetime too late. It doesn't matter how close we came to the goal, if the ending is just this bitter biting cold. A miss is as good as a mile, and we're worlds apart by an inch. I'm looking at photos where we're blurred at the edge, Two people standing on the lip of a ledge. We almost stayed forever, we almost made it through. I almost spent the rest of my heartbeat on you, but almost won't hold me when the winter sets in. And close is just a reminder of what could have been. If I had moved faster, if you had looked back, would the foundation still have started to crack? We were a heartbeat away from the happily ever. Now we're a universe away from together. They say misses as good as a mile, that it nearly is just a beautiful denial. We were inches from heaven, we were touching the gate, but a second too early is a lifetime too late. It doesn't matter how close we came to the goal, if the ending is just this bitter biting cold. A miss is as good as a mile, and we're worlds apart by an inch. So close I could hear your breath, so far I can't feel your soul. The gap between almost and always is a hole I can't ever make whole. Just a miss, just a mile, just a ghost of a smile. We almost made it, we almost did it. I saw your mother at the market. She asked me how I've been. I gave a hollow answer through a sympathetic grin. She didn't mention you, but the silence said it all, like the hide marks on the doorframe of a house we shouldn't call. I still take the long way home to avoid our favorite street, where the ghost of who we used to be is someone I can't meet. They say that time's a healer, but it's just a clever thief. It steals the way you sounded, and it leaves me with the grief of every should have said it, and every could have stayed, watching all the colors of our masterpiece just fade. Now you're the story I tell when I've had too much to drink, the name I try to swallow before I have the time to think, the what if in the ceiling fan, the almost in the air. I look for you in crowded rooms, but you were never there. You're the lesson I didn't want, the debt I'll always pay, the anchor of my heart, the one that got away. You moved out west, found a place near the shore. Is the coffee there as bitter as the way you walked out the door? I wonder if you talk in your sleep when you have nothing left to hide. I'm happy for you truly, that's a lie I tell the stars. But there's a permanent U-shaped hole in everything that's ours. And I hate that you're a stranger now who knows my every dark. I hate that you're a firework and I'm just the dying spark. I go back to the beginning, to the night we first began, and I'd hold on to your hand until I turned into a man who deserved the way you loved me. Story I tell when I've had too much to drink, the name I try to swallow before I have the time to think. The what if in the ceiling fan, the almost in the air. I look for you in crowded rooms, but you were never there. You're the lesson I didn't want, the debt I'll always pay, the anchor of my heart, the one that got away. I'm still wearing the watch you gave me, even though the time has stopped. I'm still standing on the platform after every train has dropped. Goodbye to the life we didn't get to live. Goodbye to the parts of me I only had to give to you. Just a memory in the grave. You got away. I'm reaching for your hand across the linen and the thread, but I'm tripping on the things that we should have already said. The bed is king-sized, but it feels like a canyon tonight. Two bodies breathing under the same pale moonlight. I remember when the silence was a comfortable friend. Now it's just the warning of a slow and bitter end. We're sharing a roof, but we're miles apart, counting the beats of two different hearts. I'm screaming your name in the back of my mind. You're 1,000 years ahead and I'm left behind. Oh, the space between us is wider than the sea. It's the ghost of who you were and the shell of who I'll be. It's a static on the line, it's a shadow on the floor. It's the sound of your footsteps not coming through the door. We're close enough to touch, but too far to feel. Drowning in the space where the love used to be real. The kitchen table's become a border and a wall. I watch you check the clock waiting for a different call. We talk about the weather and the things we need to buy, anything to keep from looking each other in the eye. You're a map I used to know, every valley, every peak. Now you're a language I've forgotten how to speak. Did the floorboards grow? Did the ceiling get high? Or did we just let the you and I die? I'm stretching my arms till my spirit starts to break, but there's a vacuum in the middle that I can't seem to shake. Whispering stay, but you're already gone. Even with the lights in the hallway left on, it's not the goodbye that's breaking my chest. It's the cold, empty space where my head used to rest. The space between us, it's all that's left, just empty space between you and me. I stacked the cards in my favor, or at least I thought I did. I kept my secrets tucked away, like a nervous little kid. I bet the house on your forever. I put my chips on stay, but the house always wins in the end, or so the losers say. I'm staring at an empty hand, the table's gone cold and bare, searching for a winning streak that was never even there. The lights are dimming in the hall, the music's winding down. I'm just another jester who went and lost the crown. I played for keeps, I played for life, I played with every breath. But loving you was gambling with a slow and quiet death. They tell you that it's better to have loved and lost it all, but they don't mention how it feels to hit the bottom of the fall. It's a rigged deck and a heavy heart, a debt I can't repay. Watching every dream I had just get folded away. I gave you every ace I held, but you were looking for the flame. Now I finally understand. Love is a losing game. The odds were stacked against us from the very first hello, but I was blinded by the neon, by the way you used to glow. I ignored the warning signs, the exit signs in red. I chose to hear your heartbeat over the logic in my head. Now I'm walking through the parking lot, shivering in the rain, realizing that the jackpot was just a different kind of pain. Is Is there a prize for the runner-up, a trophy for the tears, for surviving all the silence and the wreckage of the years? I traded in my peace of mind for a chance to hold your hand. Now I'm standing on a coastline made of shifting, sinking sand. Love is a losing game, and I'm all played out. I didn't wake up to a sudden storm or crashing sound. There was no lightning bolt to burn our kingdom to the ground. It was just the way you stopped putting sugar in my cup, the way you started looking down instead of looking up. It's the quiet habit of pulling your hand away a little further every night, a little more each day. The tragedy isn't the fire, it's the way the embers glow, watching the only warmth I have prepare itself to go. It's a long form goodbye, a sentence with no end, watching my lover slowly turn back into a friend. I'm losing you slowly, like the tide leaving the shore, like the light beneath the crack of a closing bedroom door. It's the torture of the inches, the slow motion of the fall. I'd rather you just broke my heart than didn't feel it all. You're still sitting in the kitchen, but your spirit's out at sea, and I'm grieving for a person who's still standing next to me. I ask you how your day was, and you give me half a word. I'm screaming in the silence, but I know I'm never heard. You used to tell me everything, the mundane and the deep. Now you're a secret diary that I'm not allowed to keep. We're just two parallel lines that finally stop. tide leaving the shore, like the light beneath the crack of a closing bedroom door. It's the torture of the inches, the slow motion of the fall. Oh, I'd rather you just broke my heart than didn't feel it all. You're still sitting in the kitchen, but your spirit's out at sea. And I'm grieving for a person who's still standing next to me. It's the good night without the I love you. It's the see you later that sounds like we're through. I'm reaching for a shadow, I'm fighting for a ghost. The person I am losing is the one I need the most. Slowly, so slowly, until there's nothing left to lose. You're already gone, I'm just waiting for the shoes to move. I'm standing in the doorway of the house we almost bought, tracing outlines of the battles that we never should have fought. We had the blueprints on the table and the paint swatches on the floor, but we're just two different people than we were the night before. I've got your heartbeat memorized, the rhythm and the pace, but I'm looking at a stranger when I look into your face. We were 100 miles of highway with no gas left in the tank, a hollow gold leaf promise sitting lonely in the bank. We reached for the horizon, but we couldn't touch the sky. Now I'm left to find the meaning in a three-worded goodbye. We were close, so close, I could taste the ever after, but the silence in the hallways louder than our laughter. We were a yes that turned to maybe, then a not quite good enough. I guess our diamond heart was made of temporary stuff. It's the distance in the inches when I'm lying next to you that hurts the most, because we're close, but we're not seeing through. Yeah, we were close, but close don't make it true. The invitation sat in boxes, never stamped and never sent. I'm still paying back the interest on the time that we misspent. You're a book I nearly finished, you're a bridge I nearly crossed, but nearly is just a kinder word for everything I've lost. We were a wildfire in the winter, now we're just a pile of ash, waiting for the memory of the us we were to crash. Is there a map for where we're going, or just a list of where we've been? I'm tired of being the runner-up in a game I couldn't win. We were right on the edge of the rest of our lives. Now I'm just cutting my hands on the twist of the knives. We were close, so close, I could taste the ever after, but the silence in the hallways louder than our laughter. We were a yes that turned to maybe, then a not quite good enough. I guess our diamond heart was made of temporary stuff. It's the distance in the inches when I'm lying next to you that hurts the most, because we're close, but we're not seeing through. Close enough to touch your skin, far enough to let the cold crawl in. A few feet from the finish line, we just ran out of breath. Now almost is the only thing that's left. We were so close, close, but no forever, no forever. I've been tracing the cracks in the sidewalk for miles, trying to find the ghost of one of your smiles. My shoes are worn thin, but my heart is still heavy. I'm waiting for the flood to break through the levee. You gave me a map with no north and no south, and the taste of your name is like ash in my mouth. I'm running in circles, I'm haunted by you, standing on the edge of a memory's cliff. I'm calling your name into the throat of the wind, but I don't know where you end or where I begin. I'm just chasing pavement that lead nowhere at all, building a kingdom just to watch the stones fall. I'm hunting for footsteps that the rain washed away, living in the maybe of a yesterday. It's a long, lonely road and the engine is dead, but I'm still chasing the things that you never said. Yeah, I'm chasing pavements while you're already home. The streetlights are flickering, losing their fight, like the way that we flickered and went out tonight. I see your silhouette in the glare of the glass, but it's just a stranger watching me pass. I'm addicted to the hurt, to the chase, to the sting, to the hollow vibration of a wedding ring. Should I give up or should I just keep on crawling? Can you hear the sound of a legacy falling? They say if you love it, you should let it go free, but I'm still tethered to the version of you that loved me. I'm just chasing pavements that lead nowhere at all, building a kingdom just to watch the stones fall. I'm hunting for footsteps that the rain washed away, living in the maybe of a yesterday. It's a long, lonely road and the engine is dead, but I'm still chasing the things that you never said. The pavement is cold, the stars have gone gray. I've walked 1,000 miles just to stay in the same place. I'm tired of the running, I'm tired of the night. I'm stopping right here in the middle of the night, chasing pavements. staring at the blueprint of a life we never built, folding up the could-have-beens to hide away the guilt. We were a match struck in a vacuum, a flicker in the dark, plenty of the smoke, but never quite enough of the spark. I have a drawer full of your Sundays and a heart full of not yet. It's getting harder to remember what I'm trying to forget. We were a photograph that never quite stayed in the light, a satellite that drifted out of orbit in the night. We spent our time on tiptoes reaching for a higher shelf, but you can't love a shadow more than you can love yourself. 'Cause almost is a hollow room where I still hear your name. Almost is a wildfire that forgot to leave a flame. We were the right words in the wrong book, a story left to rust, a beautiful foundation that we let turn into dust. I'm tired of living in the nearly, of the so close and the tough, because I'm realizing almost was never quite enough. You're a ghost in my passenger seat on the way to work at dawn, the echo of a radio song after the signal's gone. We had the map spread on the dashboard, but we never chose a turn. Just sat there in the driveway watching all the bridges burn. I didn't lose a lover, I lost the us that might have been, and that's the hardest kind of sorrow, the one you can't begin. They say almost counts in horseshoes, they say it counts in war, but it doesn't mend the hinges on a broken bedroom door. It doesn't fill the silence when I'm reaching for your hand to find that almost is just water slipping through the sand. 'Cause almost is a hollow room where I still hear your name. Almost is a wildfire that forgot to leave a flame. We were the right words in the wrong book, a story left to rust, a beautiful foundation that we let turn into dust. I'm tired of living in the nearly, of the so close and the tough, because I'm realizing almost was never quite enough. No, it was never enough. We were a sunset that never saw the stars. We were a maybe in a world of ours. Close doesn't keep me warm at night, close doesn't make the wrong things right. Almost was just a slow way to lose you. Almost was never enough. I'm standing in the hallway where the pain is starting to peel. revisiting the moments that I thought were made of steel. We were a house half finished, a blueprint left in the rain, a masterpiece of maybe in a gallery of pain. I have a box of tickets for the shows we never saw. I'm still searching for the logic in our fundamental flaw. They say that almost is a horseshoe or a hand grenade, a consolation prize for all the progress that we made. But there's no silver medal for a heart that's torn in two. There's no comfort in the nearly when it comes to losing you. 'Cause almost only counts in games and throwing stones. It doesn't help the hollow ache inside my weary bones. We were almost happy, almost right, and almost home. But almost is a desert where I'm forced to walk alone. You don't get half the heaven when the gates are locked and tight. Yeah, almost only counts in heartbreak, and it's killing me tonight. I see you in the grocery store, just a shadow in the eye. I almost reached for your hand, I almost caught your smile, but a nearly touch is colder than never touching at all. It's the echo of a whisper in a massive empty hall. We almost said the words that would have made the world stand still, but now we're just two strangers climbing up a different hill. Is there a map for the almost, a graveyard for the close, where the spirits of our promises can finally find repose? We were a heartbeat from forever, a second from the truth, but almost is a fire that burns away your youth. 'Cause almost only counts in games and throwing stones. It doesn't help the hollow ache inside my weary bones. We were almost happy, almost right, and almost home. But almost is a desert where I'm forced to walk alone. You don't get half the heaven when the gates are locked and tight. Yeah, almost only counts in heartbreak, and it's killing me tonight. We almost made it, we almost stayed, we almost fixed the mess that we both made. But almost is just a fancy word for no. Slow motion way of letting go. Almost lover, almost mine. I'm running out of almost, and I'm running out of time. I still drive past your exit, and I check the rearview mirror, waiting for a ghost to tell me that the road is getting clearer. We were maybe written in the steam on a bathroom pane, a summer storm that ended before we even knew its name. I kept the movie stubs from the night we didn't go, because the silence in your car was the only truth I needed to know. We were a match that never struck, a spark that died in the wind. How do I lose a future when we never quite began? A morning of forever that was only 40 days, lost in the wreckage of our just a phase. Goodbye, my almost, the love that nearly was, the sweetest sting of maybe, and the just because. You're the song I started writing, but could never find the end. The stranger in my secrets and the lover in my friend. It's a different kind of heartbreak when there's nothing to regret, just the weight of all the memories that haven't happened yet. My beautiful almost, you're my hardest not yet. You're in the way I drink my coffee, you're the book I never closed, the most familiar person that I'll never truly know. We walked the line of something more until the line grew thin. Now I'm standing on the outside of a life I wasn't in. I can't even hate you, there's no fire to the ash, just the quiet hollow echo of a heart about to crash. Do you think about the kids we never named, the arguments we never had, the way we stayed the same? Is it better to have lost you, or to never have you at all? To have spent a lifetime waiting for a leaf that wouldn't fall? I'm haunted by the versions of us that got to stay. Goodbye, my almost, the love that nearly was, the sweetest sting of maybe, and the just because. You're the song I started writing, but could never find the end. The stranger in my secrets and the lover in my friend. It's a different kind of heartbreak when there's nothing to regret, just the weight of all the memories that haven't happened yet. We're a book with no chapters, a key with no door. I'm grieving for the us that I was never allowed to explore. Sleep well, my almost lover, I'll see you in the dreams where we were more, where we were more. Just an almost, nothing more. I can still see the porch light from the edge of the street, the place where our futures were supposed to meet. I had the ring in my pocket, you had the keys in your hand. We were a coastline of solid ground, or so I planned. But the wind caught the door and the lock clicked in place, and I saw the first shadow of doubt on your face. We were one, I love you, away from a life, from a husband and home from a man and a wife. But a flicker of hesitation is a canyon so deep, and a promise half spoken is a promise we can't keep. They say a miss is as good as a mile, that a nearly is just a beautiful denial. We were inches from heaven, we were touching the gate, but a second too early is a lifetime too late. It doesn't matter how close we came to the gold, if the ending is just this bitter, biting cold. A miss as good as a mile, and we're worlds apart by an inch. I'm looking at photos where we're blurred at the edge, two people standing on the lip of a ledge. We almost stayed forever, we almost made it through. I almost spent the rest of my heartbeat on you, but almost won't hold me when the winter sets in and closes, just a reminder of what could have been. I'd move faster if you would look back. Would the foundation still have started to crack? We were a heartbeat away from the happily ever. Now we're a universe away from together. They say a miss is as good as a mile, that a nearly is just a beautiful denial. We were inches from heaven, we were touching the gate, but a second too early is a lifetime too late. It doesn't matter how close we came to the gold, if the ending is just this bitter, biting cold. A miss as good as a mile, and we're worlds apart by an inch. So close I could hear your breath, so far I can feel your soul. The gap between almost and always is a hole I can't ever make whole. Just a miss, just a mile, just a ghost of a smile. We almost made it, we almost did.